Hey guys, how's it going? My name is ASF Reviews and welcome back. Today we are going to be reviewing the ZTE Zmax Pro, which is an absolutely astonishing phone for the price. Now let's go ahead and get onto the specs of this amazing phone. Okay, real quick before we get onto the review, make sure you guys subscribe and click the notification button to get notified every single time that I upload. Okay, I'm going to take it out of the box here. I just repackaged it. Don't worry, I've used the phone. I've been using it since April 29th, which my birthday. I'm 15. Pretty sweet. Pretty sure that's how you open it. You just instantly, oh, hey, look, there's me. What's up, bro? Of course, you're just going to get your basic phone. Then you get this. I can't grab, okay, there we go. And what this contains is your information on the phone. Like, you know, your USB Type-C, and then it also contains information on, like, do not use for credit returns, terms and conditions, limited warranty, and a welcome start guide, which, I'll explain what you do. You don't need no welcome start guide. And then, of course, it comes with your brick for your charger, and then your USB Type-C. Now, the USB Type-C is, it's an absolutely amazing charger. So, let's go ahead and take it out of here. I've already charged it. I just, you know, repackaged it. And then, of course, just plug this into here. And with USB Type-C, you don't have to adjust it like previous micro USB. You just put it in any way you want, like that, which is pretty fantastic. Now, we're going to get onto the actual phone itself. Okay, so first of all, we're going to be going over the looks of this camera. This phone looks really good. Like, I love how it looks. Like, the front here looks really nice. The back, I love the design on the back. It's very nice. And it has no physical bezels as an actual metal or, like, plastic or something that blocks you off. Like, I can just swipe up. It's all glass all the way through. And it has a nice feel in the hand because of this nice little texture on the back. It's pretty scratchy, but it's also a really nice texture. It feels smooth in the hand. And the phone itself is 6.5 by 3.3 and also by 0.35 inches in size, which is very large, yet the phone itself is very thin. It's 0.35 inches thin, and it has quite a large display. The back of the phone, however, is where the fingerprint sensor is, which I will show you in a little bit. It's so good. It's a great fingerprint sensor, as well as the 13 megapixel camera. That's the lens right there, 13 megapixel lens. It's very good. And also has a speaker down here. And the more on the camera and speaker later. And the fingerprints, oh, what the hell? Oh, I unlocked the phone by touching the fingerprint sensor because I have it linked to my left finger. I completely forgot about that. I have it linked to my left and my right. But yeah, we're going to go on that stuff in a second. Okay, so really quick, I'm going to unlock the phone. My finger right here, I'm just going to put it on the fingerprint sensor and then let go. And that's how instantaneous it is. It's that quick. I just touch it. I don't even have to hold it. I can just tap it. Oh. Guess I pressed a little bit off there. You could just tap it and it turns on the phone really quickly. I'm going to show you how to set up the fingerprint sensor real quick. This is your base setup. I have some games on here. But you're going to go to your settings app right here. You're going to go down to security. And then you can go to fingerprint. And then, of course, you confirm your PIN. I'm just going to do that over here off of the camera. And then once you're in here, you can do your fingerprints. So, real quick, I'm just going to delete fingerprint 3 and fingerprint 2. And then I'm going to show you adding a fingerprint. This, of course, this is my right finger. As you can see, I'm going to put my right finger on it. And it lights up fingerprint 1. Now I'm going to go ahead and register my left finger. So, record the center of the fingerprint. You literally just put your finger on the center. And it's going to get 8%. Now, you don't really need to see that. Just keep touching it with different parts of your finger every single time. And then you should be able to register it. There we go. Congratulations, your fingerprint has been registered. Now that fingerprint's in there, so if I touch with my left finger, finger 2. If I touch with my right finger, finger 1. And that is how you set up your fingerprints. Okay, now that we've covered the back, we're going to cover the front of this phone. The front-facing camera right here is a 5-megapixel camera, and then right next to it, of course, you have your little speakers, and that's, of course, your speaker for your calls. The bottom buttons, which are not actual buttons, they're embedded into the display, so it's just little things that you tap, no real buttons, which is it's a plus on that. And you have your home button, you have your back button, then your multiple window view button, as well as you have display, which is a 1080p display. It's around 6 inches in total length, which is that's a massive display, and very good if you buy, like, you know, one of those VR headsets or something. Having the 6-inch display is really good for that. Now this the screen on this phone is 71.7% of the whole entire phone. It's a 71.7% screen to body ratio, and display here is made out of Gorilla Glass 3, so it should protect you from any light drops when you don't have a case on it. I'm getting a case here tomorrow, and this phone, real quick, I'm going to show you. Go into fingerprint. Go into settings down here, and never mind. I'm not going to go into about because that has like my IEMI number on that. It's also why I had tape on the box there, but it has Android 6.0 Marshmallow. Has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 617 chipset in here, which the chipset is a octa-core chipset, meaning that it has 8 cores. 4 cores are 1.5 gigahertz Cortex A53s, and 4 of the other cores are 1.0 gigahertz Core A53s as well, or Cortex A53s. And this phone has the Adreno 405 GPU. Phone also has a slot right here for your SIM, your second SIM, just in case, you know, for international travel. I'm pretty sure it has a second SIM. If not, just ignore that. But it has a micro SD in there, and this micro SD can go all the way up to 256 gigabytes of space, which is massive. That's the size of the hard drive in my laptop, or the solid state drive in my laptop. And the internal / base storage for this phone without any SD cards is 32 gigabytes, and you can use 24 of it. The other 12 is taken up by the system. But it has 2 gigabytes of RAM, which is good for playing games, as well as, you know, that GPU and that octa-core. And now we're going to go on to both of the cameras here. Rear-facing camera is 13 megapixels and records base video in 1080p. It has panorama and slow motion as well, and I'm going to show you examples of each of those right now. This is the front-facing 5-megapixel camera with video, 720p. Here's my camera. It's 9:30 at night. It's pretty dark. There's the moon. Not that bad, if I do have to say so. It's definitely picking up quite a bit. Okay, I dropped it, but, okay, now we're going to be doing a sound test for the speakers, because they're supposed to be loudspeakers, so, all the way up, and, remember, the speakers are back-facing, so it shouldn't be too loud, and I'm going to face it towards you. I'm still about 7 inches away from the screen right now, or from the lens right now. course, I can do this. Cup the sound. Acoustic amplification. Acoustic amplification. Let's fast forward a bit to the start of it. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's that. As you can see, it's pretty loud. Of course, I used a non-copyright version of something because, well, I don't want to get copyrighted. So, that was pretty good. It was definitely way louder than my old phone. So, this thing is pretty good with the speakers as well. Okay, so this phone up top, of course, has a little microphone there. And then it has your 3.5mm audio jack, wrecked at iPhone 7. But, this little jack right here is, of course, what gives you your sound quality through headphones, and it's good quality. And on the bottom here, the phone is charged by USB Type-C, which, of course, I showed you earlier. And USB Type-C it's not new, but it's relatively new to phones, at least. Not this phone. This phone's from 2016. But this Type-C gives an extremely fast charge to this phone. Like, let's say in about 45 minutes, your phone should be to full percentage from 0%. The battery also lasts a long time and is 3,400 milliamp hours in this phone. Okay, so overall, this phone is absolutely amazing for the price of $174 at T-Mobile. Okay, that will be it for this video on the ZTE Zmax Pro. Remember to leave a like, subscribe down below, leave a comment below if you have any questions, as well as give the notification bell a ring if you're new. And I'll see you all in the next review.